If Naija was a book, say arithmetics, the formula would be simple like ABC, that anyone who wishes to sit the position must rig the election. The formula gets much simpler with two never-changing variables, PDP, APC. So solve the maths yourself, you'd arrive on the seat of the presidency. Your aid is simple, malpractice. Let's do our best to neglect the list of prerequisites. I mean, there's always a shortcut to finding the X and Y. When you've got the almighty Godfather formula, the X can always run again. Y. Now this is the map. Chase the man who just picked the ballot box. If you can pursue him into the bush, you meet a camp of politicians. The oldest guy there is your next GCFR. Come on, it's the culture in the rock. If Naija was a book of history, all 57 pages will be stained with human blood and cattle dung. 57 years will imply a jubilee of Holocaust, tribal marks, the signature on the democracy bill. If Naija was a catalogue of poems, you'd have a poem of gist and jingles written in rhymes and romantic lines, each line carefully scripted down to take your mind up a slopey hill. This poem will take you to a fantasy land where springs satisfy your taste. Your tummy shall know no hunger. Your room shall burst with bags of grains, and in the evening you will dine with smiles. And after reading this poem, you would have fallen for the lies of another electoral candidate. The title of the piece is Manifesto. If Naija was a catalogue of art, I'll draw you a picture of a beautiful woman. She lives in the greenest vegetation, clothed in silk and moistened dews. Her eyes define the rainbow's mine. They are like waterfalls, her facial lines. She's beautiful. Her breasts resemble two mothers breastfeeding at a dividing sea. Her thighs are spread like Y on a coated arm. She's gifted and blessed. Her singing gives voice to nature. The birds pray every day to fly like her vocals. They will learn, she tells them. But they must first learn to read the direction of the wind. It blows many hundreds of her languages to and fro. If I was to give you a questionnaire very early in the morning, in whose hand are you going to entrust this broom to sweep the compound again for 4 years before the cock crows? Finally, if Naija was a book that waiting the worry me pana, it will be read in darkness.